Finding Miracles by Julia Alvarez. Book Talk by Kelly Beckham. Do you believe in miracles? Do you find or see them in the everyday things that happen in your life, or see them in nature? There was a tiny premature baby left at an orphanage. It was a miracle that she lived. It was a miracle that she was adopted as a sickly child by a young couple from the United States working for the Peace Corps in Latin America. It was a miracle that she would one day return to find her story. The nuns in the orphanage named her Milagros. In Spanish, this means miracles. Millie secretly longs to know her true identity and her birthplace. Sometimes she feels like an outsider in her own family, not knowing who she really is, who her natural parents are, and why they gave her up for adoption. Being adopted, like being an immigrant, can make someone feel unaccepted, unwelcome, and unsure of their identity. Her adoption and immigrant status remain hidden from most of her friends and neighbors, even though her family tries to maintain a connection to her past, and they love her equally to their own two birth children, Millie's sister Kate and her younger brother Nate. They explained to her, children come to families in many different ways. When she was dropped off at the orphanage, there was a box, a small, beautifully handmade wooden container. Someday, when she is ready, she will see what is in the box, when she's ready to learn more. Millie's sister is her best friend, and they are only a few months apart in age. She's afraid that Millie will want to leave her, to find where she was born and never want to come back, so she tries to stop her from learning about her natural family and the country from which she has come. Millie's wealthy grandmother was very upset when her son, Millie's dad, left the States and the family business behind to work for the Job Corps and came home with a non-Jewish wife and a sickly orphan child. In anger and spite, she does not accept Millie as a true Kaufman grandchild. So Millie thinks it's all her fault that they have a strained relationship, and it causes anxiety for Millie and trouble in the family who disagrees with grandmother's prejudiced viewpoint. But the family needs her financial support to survive. Their jobs don't pay all the bills. It's only because of the grandmother that they can afford to have their house and pay for other things they need. When a new, very cute boy, Pablo, comes to Millie's high school and she discovers that he's from the country of her birth, she tries to hide her past from him and ignore her longing to learn of her past. But Pablo tells Millie that her beautiful, light-colored eyes reveal a connection to a specific people group from Los Luceros, a remote, high area in the mountains where the revolutionaries hide, and she's curious to learn more. Perhaps her parents were part of this group who opposed the government, and this is why she was given away as a baby. Pablo and Millie become friends. Well, maybe more than friends. And she has an opportunity to travel with his family back to the country of her birth, where she hopes to learn more about her true identity. Millie travels with Pablo's family and sees the beautiful countryside, learns that the people cherish the land, their culture, and their memories. She discovers a world very different from her own. Everything brings a memory. That stump from the mango tree, the big ceiba tree, this bush planted when my parents married, said Pablo. Millie learns about the folklore, culture, and history of Latin America. Thank you, Donna Gloria, for the stories, says Pablo. We will not forget them. You must do more than that. You are all we have left. You must bring the harvest of what we have planted, she told Millie and Pablo. I am counting on you, she said, to bring more light. As Millie and Pablo stand together looking out to the sea, Millie says, part of me will always be here in the little country where so many milagritos have happened. Little moments, dark and light, to put in the box. Someday, I'll put them in a story. Millie, Milagros, discovers the miracle of belonging to both worlds.